Hey, I'm Gabby, also known as Senorita Gavita. Welcome back or welcome if you're new here. Today's video will be a draw with me one, but I will do the drawing part with my iPad and Procreate. And here's already the sketch that I did. But I started the sketching part of the idea in my sketchbook. I did the sketching part the night before here, and I added a pink paper with glue on the page because this illustration was shining through and I wanted still be able to use the sketchbook pages. So I added a pink paper to cover up some parts, like here the left one and the right one, and I started sketching the ideas. And the art print that I'm doing here right now is for July for Patreon, for my rewards. And the flower of the month of July is this time the water lily and the delphinium. I hope I pronounced it correctly. And here I thought maybe to make a more detailed art print with a lot of greenery, and in the middle you will have a pond with the water lilies, and they are surrounded by the delphinium. And here I wanted to practice more water lilies and other stuff that I still need to draw. But when I'm uploading this video here, the sketching part of this sketchbook page will be already up to my YouTube channel. So if you want to see the traditional drawing part as well, you will find it in the description down below or in the info card on the right upper corner. But let's start drawing with my iPad and Procreate. I'm using the Apple Pencil, I think from the second generation, and my iPad is from 2018 iPad Pro, so not very the newest that you can find right now on the stores, but I'm still happy with it. As you can see here, I added the sketchbook page that I did here on the canvas. I took a picture from my sketchbook page and uploaded it to Procreate. And I was also thinking to leave the sketchbook page visible during the whole drawing process and draw on top like the sketchbook page is an underpainting. For example, I do in traditional artworks also a underpainting. For example, in this gouache drawings, I did a pink underpainting. In some parts of the drawing you can see the color shining through, and this was also the idea behind the digital drawing process, so that maybe you can see some spots of the pink paper shining through the coloration part. So I don't know, I will see in the end if I like the effect of this underpainting or not. And I don't like it, I can take the layer with the sketchbook page down and see, or maybe I can also use a different color for the underpainting. First, I will lay down the colors that I want to use, like my color palette, and then I can work with the colors that I have pre-selected. So I changed a little bit the saturation of the pink color from the sketchbook page. And I am not really sure about the light situation of the drawing, if I wanted to make it like the whole scenery in sunlight, or should it be almost evening or not, because I already did The idea of this guinea pig is like a firefly, and I drew the illustration not last year, but I think in 2023 for Peachtober, and I drew something similar also with water lilies and fairy guinea pigs that are like more like fireflies. Here this illustration I did for Peachtober, and here are the water lilies, and I want to include the pink magenta color in the new illustration for July, but I don't know if I should stick to a more darker color schemes, so that the fireflies are glowing in this color, in this pink color, or not. I will see. I still can change the colors a little bit later when I almost finished. I also have a tutorial video where I show you how I use Procreate and my iPad for my digital illustration. I show you there my favorite brushes that I'm using here for my drawings, and also how I do here my color palettes and so on, and all little tips and tricks how you can improve your own digital drawing process. And you also can find it on my YouTube channel as well. It's also linked here if you want to check it out. And here are the base colors that I picked up for the illustration. And here you can see how it looks like without the pre-sketch. And then I will work on the details, switching each time the pre-sketch on and off, so I can see where I have to add the details, how the elements are shaped and so on, because in the end I won't use this pre-sketch as a line art for the illustration. I will add later a more cleaner line work to this piece. So, and right now I'm starting to do the line work for this tiny guinea pig, and then we will see the difference of the pre-sketch line work and the final line work. So here is the pre-sketch, then without any sketch, and then here the line work. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the debate of using AI as an artist or calling oneself as an AI artist. And the last weeks and months and so on, there were a lot of discussion in the art community about AI in general, and especially when it involves creating art. And the discussion were always very emotional, because the use of AI really affects different aspects of an artist, especially when you are an independent artist and working like this full-time for your income and for your life. So I asked you in my last videos if you have something in mind that you want to discuss in my YouTube videos, and one of you asked me about my opinion about the AI situation and how I see this and how it also can impact my small business. And if you have another topic that you want want to discuss, feel free to leave it down below in the description. I'm always curious what you have in mind for a good discussion that I can use for my next video. But before we start with the discussion, a little explanation. If you don't know that much about AI, it is the short form of artificial intelligence, and it refers to the simulation of human intelligence processed by computer systems. It encompasses the ability of machines to learn, reason, solve problems, and make decisions, often mimicking or surpassing human capabilities in specific tasks. And a little summary about the debate of AI and art. One of the main things that centers in this discussion is the questions of creativity, authenticity, ownership, and the potential impact on human artists, with arguments ranging from AI as a tool to a threat to traditional artistic expression and livelihoods. And my opinion is 100% that I dislike the use of AI. So I want to clarify what I mean directly about this. I mean that I really dislike when you are using AI as a tool to create your own art piece, and that you also advertise it like you made it by yourself, and that you didn't write in the description that you have used AI for it. And also calling yourself that you are an artist, but you only created the art piece with AI and not with your bare hands, with your own imagination and with your own skills that you have accumulated over the years. So I really dislike this type of AI using, and this is one of the main arguments in this discussion, because I think the creativity and the authenticity of your art piece is very important and has a very great value. And I think you can't achieve it when you are using AI. There is always a lacking of emotion, and also your own experience aren't there that you can show in this AI piece. And I always think that the art itself is created by your own intention, your personal stories, and also your cultural context, which AI cannot replicate it. But the other side of this debate says that it can be used like a new medium or a collaborator that could give you some input for it, but I don't think that this is the right way. I always say that you need to make your own experience and to learn how you can transfer them in your art piece, and without this journey of exploration, you will miss a very huge part in your art creation. I also think that this could be a very huge problem in the art industry, because to make art, it also takes time. And with using an AI, you can really make quick and easy illustration, and this could really affect the business of artists or small business owner, because you can't make this huge demand in a very quick time with the same quality. And also your work, your handmade art, has a very special value, and it's difficult to find the right price range. And with using an AI, you can offer your art very cheaper in comparison. So I see it a lot on Etsy. I'm offering there on Etsy my art, my stickers, my art prints, and so on. And I see a lot of AI shops as well. They are selling also stickers with AI generated illustration. They are a lot cheaper because there is not that much work behind them. So it's very difficult to compete against this type of shops as well. And yeah, this is a huge problem, and I see already the effect on this on my small business. I really hope that maybe Etsy will be much harder against the AI shops, and also maybe close some of them when they are stealing illustration from other artists for generating their, I will say, their own illustration. So it's difficult. But I also want to admit that I use AI in my small business, but only for admin work. I'm not fluently in English. It is not my mother tongue. I speak German as my mother tongue, so I need some help when I'm writing emails to companies and so on. And there I think AI is a very great tool for helping me to write emails, for example, or to find the right description for my Etsy listing, because my vocabulary is very limited in English, so I need to look them up and also to get some examples what could be more suitable for my items on Etsy, for example. So I use AI for my small business or as an artist, but not for my art creation, not for my creativity process. I use, for example, Pinterest for collecting some inspiration pictures, for reference pictures, and then I notice sometimes when I'm looking through it and I pick up an illustration that I really like, for example, the color scheme, and I want to use it, and I'm already in the sketching part, and then I noticed that the reference picture is generated with AI, and this really sucks because I want to support the people that are making this type of reference pictures, like artists or photographs that are taking these pictures from animals, for example. And then I notice sometimes too late when I'm already finished that this picture is AI generated. And so I'm really, really sad when I notice this. I really want to avoid using AI generated picture as a reference or inspiration pictures for my illustration. So this is one of the things that I really struggle to find the right ones, because it's overflowing everywhere on social media. And yes, this is my opinion about it. So don't use AI for making your art and sell it like you made it by your own. Please don't do it. You are hurting a lot of small business owners and artists here on social media, and content creator as well. And yes, this is all about today's video. If you like this type of content, leave a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe and push the notification bell. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.